Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look that I have here today, and it's a smoked out semi-halo cut crease look. I'm super excited for this look just because it's a little bit, you know, more dramatic, but definitely easy to achieve. So if you guys are interested on how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for this look, we are going to start with a clean base to work with. So I'm gonna grab my Tarte Shape Tape, apply this all over my lid, and using my beauty blender to just blend everything out. I'm also gonna go on top with some powder to just make sure that the space that we're working with is really nice and clean. I'm just gonna grab some of the MAC Studio Fix and my Morphe Y11 brush, and I'm going to just pat all of that concealer down. So the first palette that we're gonna go in there is the Makeup Forever palette, and I'm gonna be using the shade M126, which is right here on this corner here. I'm gonna apply the color right under my brow bone and bring it down towards my crease. That way when we add our transition shade, it's easy to blend. The palette that we're going to be using for today's look is the Dare to Create palette by Morphe, and this is the 39A palette. I'm going to grab these two shades right here mixed, and this is going to be my transition shade. We definitely want to focus on blending. Next, I'm going to grab my Makeup Shack T88 brush and grabbing this orange here. I'm gonna go in there and apply it right on the crease. This is the color that's gonna be popping out when we create our crease. Do you guys see how pigmented this shade is? It's literally life. This palette is amazing. If you guys have not picked it up, you guys seriously need it. We're gonna be rotating from brushes using the T46 and the T88. We wanna make sure that we're blending throughout. So grabbing the two brushes back and forth is just going to give you a much even blend. Next, grabbing that T88 brush once again, we're gonna go in with this pretty brown coffee tone mixed with the one right next to it, and we're starting with our outer V and bringing it up towards our crease. So grabbing my Morphe M330 brush, I'm gonna go in with the black here on this corner, and I'm going to slightly apply it on the outer V and bring it up. We're going to be packing it on very slowly because if you do too much, it can get really messy. So be careful with this step and just focus on small portions at once. So we're starting with that outer V, lightly bringing it in and bringing it up. I'm going to be grabbing my Makeup Forever HD foundation and my Morphe M24 brush, and I'm going to create the crease. I am going slightly higher than my natural crease because I do have a slightly hooded lid. And then while the crease is still slightly wet, we're going to just blend this little corner using our finger. That way it's just easier to add that black back in there. So going in with my Morphe M124 brush, I'm gonna grab my Morphe Large Pans and go in with this color here, and it's like a champagne tone. I depotted them, so I'm not sure what the shade is, but I will go through their collection and try to find that color out for you. I'm gonna go right back in with my Morphe M330 brush and the black that we used to blend those two colors together. So to complete the transition, I'm going to grab the liquid liner by NYC, and I'm going to just outline the top of my lid and connect it to the black shadow. This is just going to give it an overall smokier look. Grabbing my Morphe angled brush, I'm gonna go in there with the black that we used, and I'm just going to set the liner with the shadow. That way it's not glossy and it's a little bit more on the matte side, so we can make sure it looks really smoked out. Okay, so I zoomed out the camera just so we get a better view of everything. Going in with my lashes, I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and the lashes that I'm gonna be using are by Priscilla Nicole in the name Mace. So now we're gonna move on to the bottom portion of our eyes. I'm gonna go in there with my eyelid crayon by Dose of Colors in the shade Compliment. I'm also going to go back in with all of the shades that we used on our lid to buff out the waterline. I really look like a kitty. And now grabbing my makeup wipe, I'm going to remove any fallout that I had on my face, because we all know black is really messy to work. My Real Technique sponge, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm going to buff that right into our skin. Next, to conceal under my eyes, I'm gonna go in with my Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. And of course, we need to use my Laura CA powder. Grabbing my Morphe R0 brush, I'm gonna go in there with my MAC Studio Fix and set the rest of my face. And for my contour, I've been totally loving this color combo. I'm gonna be using the Girl Lactic in Luminous Face Powder in the shade Deep, mixed with my Benefit Hello Flawless powder. So I'm gonna add this one first, and then this one's a little bit more on the deeper side. I'm gonna go in there and just kind of cut it in a little more and give me a nice glow, because it does have some shimmer. So I'm adding the Hello Flawless first. Okay, and now the deep, I'm gonna go in there and just kind of add that in lightly, because it is really deep. And just blend. It has a really nice shimmer to it as well. Also gonna go in there and contour our nose. I'm only gonna contour with the Hello Flawless. The way that I like to contour my nose is going 2 straight lines down and then connecting at the tip. Hyper Real Glow by MAC palette, and the shade that I'm going to be using is the middle shade right there. I have been loving this highlight. I'm going to set my face with some Prep and Prime all over my skin. So the powder that I had on my skin, I'm just going to buff it into my skin with a beauty blender. I've actually been using this technique recently and I feel like it gives me such a flawless under eye finish. I'm gonna go in there with my Morphe M521 brush and apply the highlight. Going back to grab the shade that we use for our lid, I'm gonna apply the color on my inner tear duct. Next, some mascara. I'm gonna be using the Bad Gal Mascara Bang by Benefit. This mascara is life. So now for lips, I'm gonna be using the color Combo Strip Down by MAC lip liner with the color Yash. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys all enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, also that like button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.